Hello, subscribe and share this with your friends. I'll do my best to make even better videos for you. Thank you in advance. Aviation is one of the most fascinating and important fields in the modern world. It connects people, cultures, and nations across great distances in just a few hours. Without aviation, global travel and trade would not be as fast, safe, or efficient as they are today. Every day, more than 100,000 airplanes take off and land all around the world, carrying millions of passengers and tons of cargo. Aviation is not just about flying airplanes. It is a complex system that includes airports, air traffic control, weather services, maintenance, training, and international regulations. To understand aviation, one must learn about the history of flight, the science of aerodynamics, the operation of aircraft, and the human factors that make air travel safe. Human beings have always dreamed of flying. Ancient myths and legends talk about people trying to reach the sky. The Greek story of Icarus, who built wings made of feathers and wax, shows that the idea of flight has always inspired human imagination. But real progress began in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when inventors started to study the science of flight. In 1903, the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright, made the first controlled, powered flight in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Their airplane stayed in the air for only 12 seconds, but it changed history forever. It proved that controlled flight was possible. After that, aviation developed rapidly, and by the time of World War I, airplanes were already being used for military purposes. Airplanes fly because of the four main forces that act on them: lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Lift is the upward force created by the wings as air moves over them. Weight is the downward force caused by gravity. Thrust is the forward force produced by the engines, and drag is the air resistance that slows the airplane down. The shape of the wing, called an airfoil, is designed so that air moves faster over the top than underneath. According to Bernoulli's principle, faster air has lower pressure, so the higher pressure under the wing pushes the airplane upward. This is how lift is created. Every airplane has several main parts: the fuselage, wings, tail, landing gear, and engine. Fuselage is the main body of the airplane. It holds the cockpit, passengers, and cargo. Wings create lift and keep the airplane in the air. Tail, or empennage, provides stability and control in flight. Landing gear supports the airplane on the ground during takeoff and landing. Engine provides the power to move forward. Modern airplanes also have advanced avionics systems, which include navigation, communication, and flight control computers. Air traffic control (ATC) is one of the most important parts of aviation safety. Controllers help pilots navigate safely through the sky and make sure airplanes keep a safe distance from one another. They give instructions for takeoff, landing, and altitude changes using special radio communication. ATC uses radar, GPS, and computer systems to track every airplane's position. Pilots must always follow ATC instructions, especially in busy airspace. Good communication between pilots and controllers prevents accidents and ensures safe and efficient flight operations. Weather affects every flight. Pilots must understand meteorology to make safe decisions. Factors like wind, rain, snow, fog, and turbulence can make flying difficult or dangerous. Before every flight, pilots read METAR and TAF weather reports to learn about current and forecasted conditions. For example, strong crosswinds can make takeoff and landing challenging. Thunderstorms can cause severe turbulence. Pilots are trained to avoid such weather using radar and by communicating with air traffic control. Safety is the top priority in aviation. Every airplane, every flight, and every crew member follows strict safety rules. Pilots complete checklists before, during, and after every flight to make sure everything is working properly. Airplanes are designed with multiple backup systems. For example, if one engine fails, another can keep the plane flying. Modern aviation is so safe that statistically, it is far safer than driving a car. The aviation industry has changed dramatically since the early days of flight. Modern airplanes are much faster, safer, and more efficient than ever before. They use advanced materials like carbon fiber, lightweight aluminum alloys, and composite structures that make airplanes strong but not heavy. One of the biggest advancements in aviation is the jet engine. Jet engines work by compressing air, mixing it with fuel, and igniting the mixture to produce thrust. This powerful process allows airplanes to fly at high speeds and altitudes, often above 10,000 meters. Today's passenger jets, such as the Boeing 787 or the Airbus A350, can fly thousands of kilometers nonstop, while using less fuel than older models. But in modern aircraft, pilot commands are transmitted electronically through computers. These systems automatically adjust control surfaces for stability and safety, making flight smoother and more efficient. Modern cockpits look more like computer centers than the traditional instrument panels of older airplanes. Today's aircraft use avionics, advanced electronic systems that help pilots navigate, communicate, and control the airplane. Avionics include GPS navigation, weather radar, flight management systems FMS, and autopilot. The autopilot system can maintain altitude, heading, and speed automatically. In long flights, pilots supervise these systems instead of manually controlling the airplane all the time. However, they must always be ready to take over if something goes wrong. Automation has made flying much safer, but it has also changed the role of pilots. Instead of focusing only on physical control, modern pilots must understand complex computer systems, data interpretation, and decision-making in unexpected situations. Although aviation connects the world, it also has environmental effects. Airplanes burn fossil fuels, releasing carbon dioxide and other gases into the atmosphere. To make aviation more sustainable, scientists and engineers are developing green technologies. These include biofuels, electric aircraft, and hydrogen-powered engines. Some companies are already testing small electric planes for short-distance flights. Reducing noise pollution is another priority. Modern engines are quieter and designed to minimize their impact on the environment. The role of ICAO and IATA. Two major international organizations regulate and support global aviation: ICAO International Civil Aviation Organization and IATA International Air Transport Association. ICAO is part of the United Nations and sets global safety and operational standards for civil aviation. It ensures that all member countries follow similar rules, which makes flying between nations safe and consistent. IATA represents most airlines around the world. It helps with ticketing systems, flight schedules, and safety programs. It also promotes cooperation among airlines and supports the development of more efficient air transport systems. Becoming a pilot requires discipline, intelligence, and strong motivation. Pilots must complete ground school, flight training, and pass several exams before earning a license. There are different types of pilot licenses. Cologne.ppl Private Pilot License allows you to fly small private aircraft, not for commercial purposes. CPL Commercial Pilot License required to work as a professional pilot for airlines. At PL Airline Transport Pilot License, the highest level, needed to be a captain on large commercial airplanes. Each license requires a specific number of flight hours, written exams, and flight tests. Students also study subjects like meteorology, air law, navigation, aircraft systems, and human factors. The life of a pilot is exciting but also demanding. Pilots travel to many countries and experience different cultures. However, they must also deal with irregular schedules, long hours, and time zone changes. Teamwork is essential. In a cockpit, the captain and the first officer share responsibilities. Clear communication and trust are critical for flight safety. Pilots must stay calm in emergencies, make quick decisions, and follow strict procedures. Airports are the heart of global aviation. They are complex systems designed to handle thousands of passengers and tons of cargo every day. Each airport has one main goal: to ensure that every flight takes off and lands safely, efficiently, and on time. Airports vary in size and purpose. Some are small regional airports with short runways, while others, like Dubai International or London Heathrow, serve millions of passengers every year. No matter their size, all airports follow strict safety and security regulations. An airport usually includes several main areas: the terminal building, runways, taxiways, aprons, and control tower. The terminal is where passengers check in, go through security, wait for boarding, and claim their baggage after landing. Runways are long, paved strips where airplanes take off and land. Taxiways connect runways with terminals, and aprons are where planes park for boarding or fueling. Air traffic management ensures that airplanes move safely through the sky. It includes airspace design, flow control, and real-time coordination between pilots and controllers. The sky is divided into different airspaces, each managed by different control centers. There are en route centers that handle planes during cruise, and approach control units that guide planes as they prepare to land. Every airplane is assigned a specific flight level altitude to maintain safe vertical separation. Modern air traffic systems use advanced software to predict and prevent conflicts between aircraft. These systems help reduce delays and optimize fuel use. From the moment a passenger enters the airport, a carefully planned process begins. First is check-in, where passengers receive their boarding passes and check their luggage. Then comes security screening, where personal items are scanned to ensure safety. After passing security, passengers wait in the departure lounge until boarding time. Once their flight is called, They go to the gate, board the plane, and find their seats. Flight attendants greet them, provide safety instructions, and ensure everyone is comfortable. On long flights, airlines offer food, movies, and internet access to make the journey pleasant. After landing, passengers proceed to baggage claim, and finally to customs if it's an international flight.